Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing the How Do You Read a Book tag. So I was tagged to do this by Scott from Book Invasion, so thank you Scott for tagging me. I will put your link down in the description below as well as the original creator of the tag. This tag seems like it's going to be pretty easy because it's more like a reader preferences tag, which I enjoy doing these tags because you get to know more about the person as a reader. And this one's gonna be pretty quick because there's only like 5 questions to it, so it'll be super fast. But before I get into the video, I wanted to show off some beautiful book sleeves that I got from Angel from Jurassic Reads. She sent this one to me, which is a Space Sharks book sleeve, and this is my favorite. They're so soft, and like the inside is a nice color too. So I got this one for myself, and then I got this one for Marcus because it's more like Halloweeny, like scary, spooky themed, and he's really into like the scary, spooky vibes for like stuff, not movies, but like stuff. So this one's definitely Halloween themes. It's got orange, and then it's got like tarot cards on it with like creepy spiders and skulls and stuff like that. But yeah, she has her own Etsy shop that she sells these, and they're fantastic. Like, I've been putting my book in this and taking it to work with me now, and I feel great because my book is safe and protected from anything that could damage it, and it just looks cool in a book sleeve of space sharks. Like, come on, that's awesome. So yeah, I'll link her Etsy shop in the description down below. You should go check it out. They make great gifts for somebody for Christmas or their birthday or something like that, especially if they're readers. And when I said she sent them to me, I purchased them from her. Let's support small creators, guys. Anyways, let's get into the tag. The first question is, how do you go into reading a book? Well, I pick it up, I open the book, I start reading. No, I mean, generally, yeah, that is what I do. But in terms of like choosing a book or deciding what book to read, I will say BookTube has a huge factor for that for me because I have purchased a lot of books that I would not have purchased if I didn't watch BookTube. So thanks, guys. You're making my wallet hurt a little bit, but that's part of being part of this community. Yeah, no, when I go to the bookstore and I look at books on the shelves, generally if it has a really cool cover, it like draws my attention, which leads me to pick it up and read the back. And if I like the synopsis on the back, then usually I'll buy it. And from there, I'll go to read it. Having a book blog, though, is definitely another way that I get books and another reason why I pick up certain books because I have people that approach me for book reviews. A lot of them are indie authors, and so I found myself reading a lot of their books for that reason. But I do generally like planning out what books I'm going to read each month. I get enjoyment out of that, and then I like setting goals and I like trying to attain those goals. So, yeah, I don't know. There's nothing that really particularly makes me pick up a book. I just there's like so many different factors into why I pick up certain books and what I read. But yeah, I think that's one beautiful thing about the bookish community is that everybody reads something different, and we all come together to talk about our love of reading these different books. Question 2 is, do you take a book at its face value? So this is essentially like, do you look at the cover and expect it to be what the cover is showing or something else? And honestly, usually I do expect it to, like, I take a book at face value. If I see a cover with like a badass person on the front having like magical powers coming off their hands and stuff like that, I'm expecting this book to be awesome and to have lots of magic and fantasy elements to it. Now, if that book has none of those things, then I'm going to be pissed off because I wanted to go into that book for that reason. So yeah, same thing with a thriller. If I see like a really chilling cover and it looks super creepy, then I'm expecting to get creeped out and have those vibes while reading that book. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm going to be really disappointed. So yes, I would say that I definitely take books at face value. That being said, there are some book covers out there that have, or like they don't really look like they have anything to do with the book, and they still end up being like really mind-bending books, and that's okay. An example, Recursion. This book cover really has nothing to give you any idea of what it's going to be about. Like, if you read the back, obviously you know what it's about, but just looking at the cover, you don't really know what this is going to be. Yet, I love this book. I thought it was so good. So this is like a case where I guess, yeah, it's okay. I didn't take it at face value and I enjoyed it a lot. But generally speaking, if I do see like a really badass cover, I'm expecting that book to be badass. Number 3 is, do you read a book as the author intended? I don't really. Yes? Like, that's an odd question. I guess. Okay, this actually just reminded me of a friend I have that reads the last page of a book before starting the book. If you are watching this video, you know who you are. I won't name names. You probably don't watch my videos, so you probably won't see this, but you know who you are. I have told them that they're nuts for doing that because I can't imagine reading the last page of a book before you start the whole thing. It gives away the like, you know what's going to happen now. What's the point of reading the rest of the book? I mean, obviously you'll get context as you go through, but having like the last page spoiled for you, I couldn't stand that. That would drive me insane. I couldn't do it. So I guess they don't read the book as the author intended. I read books in all different formats, but I think the author intended it to be read or listened to in all different formats because they're putting it out in those formats for us. So yeah, I would say I do read them the way an author intends you to. Question 4 is, as a booktuber, book blogger, or book reviewer, do you read a book differently because you're intending to review it after you're done? No, I would say I still read the book exactly like I would. I haven't really gotten into annotating books just because I don't like putting things in my books other than a bookmark to hold the spot. But I think I might get into annotating because like I do like when I see a certain page, there's like some sort of quote or something on that page that really stands out to me and I want to remember it. So I might start doing that. I don't know. I'm very iffy on that. But I still read the book exactly like I would. I would say going into reviews when I'm doing like a video format review though, I try and be a little bit nicer in how I phrase what I'm saying about the book, especially if I didn't like the book. I try and make it a little nicer coming from me in video format. Usually in book reviews, when I write them out, if I don't like the book, like I'm pretty ruthless. In this format, I try and I'm still honest about it. I'm just trying to say it in a nicer way. My feelings about why I didn't like a certain book or something like that. So I guess it definitely like affects how my tone is getting the point across. I will still say the same points. I will just try and have it come off a little nicer if it's not a book that I enjoy. So yeah. And then the last question is, do you venture into other genres for reviewing? And I would say absolutely. I have read so many different genres now because of starting my book blog. I have read a lot more historical fiction, which is still not my favorite genre, but like I'm getting into it. I've read erotica, which I never would have picked up if I didn't do my book blog or book reviews. I've read romance, which I also probably never would have picked up. And I found that I actually liked it. So I'm down to read more of those. Let's just say that. I've read more poetry, which, like, I read poetry before, but I'm reading more of it because of my book blog. Honestly, my book blog has, like, sparked this passion for me to, like, explore all different genres of books. And I like that because I like to see what I like and what I don't like. And even if I don't like it, I'll still go into it with an open mind because sometimes there's a book from a genre that I don't like that can just be fantastic. And then I might have a better feeling for that genre now that I've read a book that I did enjoy from it. So I do really like the fact that I'm exploring all genres of the book world by reviewing all these different books. And that's it for the How to Read a Book tag. It was 5 questions, pretty simple. And yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm not going to take anybody for this one. If you want to do it, feel free to do it. I'm going to put the questions in the description down below so they're easily there for you if you do want to do this tag. Also, let me know in the comments down below what your reading preferences are because I like to learn about my reader friends and how they read books. Do any of you read the last page first? Because if so, I don't know what to say, but yeah, That boggles my mind. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I will put in the description down below, as well as a link to my bookmarks that I got created. So if you want one of those, you can purchase them down there. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Thursday. And until next time, keep on reading.